Peace, this is Esaia Mystic coming to you with another message to help you free your heart and soul. Right now I'm talking about the purpose and the reason that you are the gender that you are, the reason that you are the sex that you are, the reason that some people are born men and some people are born women. And I'm going into the esoterics behind this because I'm the gender confusion and all of that, it just really irks me. So I'm just gonna break down the reason why some people come here, or it ain't even like some people come here. The reason why you are the gender that you are, okay, it's not random. Just like how we're born into certain families, into certain dynamics, those things aren't random. We choose our family. We choose the people who are going to be our moms, our fathers, our siblings. We choose what we're going to look like. We choose what color eyes we're going to have. We choose the skin color that we're going to have, as it pertains and resonates to our spiritual body, to our soul body. It's not random. And the same thing goes for gender, okay? The same thing goes for sex. We choose the sex that we come into this world as, for a specific reason. And it's because we have things to master according to our spiritual resonance, okay? We have things to master. And for women, it is emotional mastery. It is emotional, aka psychic energy in motion, psychic energy. It is emotional mastery. And for men, it is sexual mastery, aka the primal physical forces of life. Okay, so women are here to master the higher realms of being, and men are here to master the lower realms of being. And that's not to say that as a man or a woman, you can't master these things already. Actually, you have already mastered these things, and that's why you are the gender that you are. You have already, as a woman, you have already mastered the art of creating. You are already a creatress. You are a universe in and of itself. When you walk into rooms, when you walk into energies, especially when they're full of men, you change the whole vibe. You didn't change the whole vibe. Whatever the conversation was about, whatever was going on in that room, it has now diverted. It has now, you have the ability to literally create worlds within worlds, okay, just by being a woman. You've already mastered this higher energy. And when you get into your lower and primal energies, that's when you start to become like this superficial, this soulless woman. You know what I'm saying? This is like the epitome of a toxic woman. A woman who is so out of tune with her higher being that she's just so primal. She's just so in her lower elements that she doesn't even know who she is anymore. Like, she thinks she doesn't understand the way her divine feminine energy operates anymore. And that's what's happening. There's like a surplus of women who do not understand the power in being divinely feminine, who do not understand the power in energies and understanding the mechanisms of the mind, the mechanisms of the psyche, the universe, the all, like going up into those higher realms. When we get to the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, the crown chakra. I'm sorry, are you ready to go? Just let mommy finish this video, then we could go. No? Okay, I'll finish this video when I get to the house. Okay. seatbelt on and everything. I was about to go. It's really just her teddy bear. She wanted her teddy bear, so I had to give her a teddy bear. It's a teddy bear. But all right, let me continue. So what I was saying was that is what the divine feminine came here for. So if you came here as a man, all right, you have already mastered the primal forces. You have already mastered your the lower natures, or this is where you rule, okay? Doing things physically. You know, the power centers of the solar plexus. You know, bringing things into fruition physically. Grounding, you know what I'm saying? These are things that you already mastered, and this is why when you see people, like when you know a man in society and you recognize him for something, or I wouldn't say when you know a man in society and you recognize, but men that are the most respected are the men that know how to tap into their higher nature. So though you are here to master your primal forces, or though you have already mastered your primal forces, the men that are respected the most aren't the men who just stay there in their primal forces. They're the men who integrate the higher levels of being, which is tapping into their emotional nature and understanding the divine feminine energy. And being in sync with the divine feminine energy, being in harmony with the divine feminine energy within themselves. And so when a man is emotionally out there, you know what I'm saying, in a genuine way, genuine, not all like distorted and angry and stuff. I mean genuine presence emotionally. People respect him in a different way. People respect him in a unique way. And that's because this is what you're here for. This is what you're here to do. So for women, for the divine feminine, the women that you see, that you notice that is the most, I would say, seen and respected, are women who are not, you know, necessarily all in tune with their higher nature, and that's it. But it's the women who have learned how to ground. The women who have learned how to ground themselves. The women who have learned how to be in their primal nature and balance it out with their divine feminine energy. So it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They've balanced in a harmonic way the masculine energy within themselves, so that they're not just in la la land all the time. Not to call it la la land, but they're grounded. They have purpose. They see who they are as a creatress, and they see how that relates to the entire world. How that relates to all the people that exist in the world. They see the relationship, you know, and they know that they are not just themselves, but they are so in sync and intertwined with everything around them. And so the woman that has grounded herself and understood how to do that, she gets more respect. So this is the basis of the esoterics behind why we come here, why we are women. Some of us are women, and why some of us are men. Because we have different spiritual resonance. And these are the differences in spiritual resonance. It's not as complex as people make it to be, but it's quite simple. There's a dog barking next to my car, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But that's the basis of it. It's not random, and we can't just switch to being a man and a woman as we so choose, even though in this society it seems like that's what's happening. But that's not the case. You can't just do that. You have something to fulfill in this lifetime. Okay, and I also don't think when you come in different lifetimes, I don't think you come as different genders, but that's another video. Okay, my point is, as a man and as a woman, you came here to master certain energies. So respect that. Respect that you already were born with certain powers, and respect that now that you are here, it is your purpose to become a balanced, or be in your balance as the divine feminine or as a sacred masculine. So you guys let me know what you thought about this video in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video.